from the Canadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Do more with your new GUT Credit Union Visa debit card, which gives you access to your cash at any Connex or Visa certified ATMs locally and internationally. Make your payments with a tap of your card using the contactless feature, and whenever you travel, anywhere Visa is accepted. Experience the enhanced security fraud protection through the Visa chip technology. If you don't have your new GUT Credit Union Visa International debit card, speak to any one of our representatives today to do more. Your new GUT Credit Union Visa International debit card, a smarter way to access your cash. More smart, more secure.
Coming up on Network News, the police lay charges in connection with a recent string of robberies. NDC's political leader picks apart a sewer issue after house flooded with raw sewer. Eager parents told to have a little patience as officials process the 2022 CPEA results. Regionally, authorities in St. Lucia continuing search for missing nuclear gauge. And Brazilian police find human remains in search for missing British journalist and Brazilian indigenous expert. In sports, Kirani James continues his winning momentum towards the World Championships in July. We'll bring you up to speed momentarily.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Happy Friday to you. I am Krista Campbell, thanking you so much for tuning in. Topping news tonight, police have made a breakthrough in connection with a string of robberies in recent weeks. Chrislina John leads us off tonight with this report.
Police have laid charges following a string of robberies in the past 2 weeks, one of which is alleged to have occurred under gunpoint. On June 7th, police responded to reports of an armed robbery at the recently established Savers Mart supermarket in Hope St. Andrew. According to reports, at least 4 men were involved in that robbery. The men appeared at the St. George's No. 2 Magistrates Court Friday morning. Attorney at law Jerry Edwin provided legal representation.
Identity of these persons have not yet been ascertained. Some persons have been arrested, including my clients. However, my clients are adamant they are innocent of any conspiracy, any accomplice. They had nothing whatsoever to do with this incident.
According to Edwin, a determination could not be reached by the presiding magistrate on whether the men should be granted bail or not.
So today, because the Grenville magistrate was actually out of the jurisdiction, the normal procedure is that these matters are brought before the St. George's chief magistrate, the Honorable Teddy St. Louis. Now, Mr. St. Louis does not have the substantive facts in this case. He has no knowledge except that there is a parade of defendants who come before his court, but he is unable, credibly, to determine who should get bail and who should not get bail.
Edwin is also representing another individual in connection with another robbery.
Another matter because the following day, and we are seeing too much of this, the following day, a delivery truck was robbed by gunpoint again. That matter also came up before the court in St. George's, but it rightfully belongs in St. Andrew, in the Grenville Magistrates Court, where the sitting magistrate will be able to be seized with all of the information so we can know how we proceed.
The men were remanded to the Richmond Hill prison until July 7th, when they will make the next court appearance at the Grenville Magistrate Court.
On the 7th of July, before the magistrate in Grenville, who at that time will direct the prosecutors to provide us with disclosure documents. How did they get to charge my client? On what information did they rely? And we will determine all of this information at that point in time when the bail hearing comes up.
Edwin says there appears to be a spate of robberies and can't understand the motivation behind it. Krista John, GBN News.
Officials from the Ministry of Education confirmed to GBN on Friday that they have received the 2022 CPEA results in the late afternoon of Wednesday, June 15, 2022, and are now in the process of placing students in their respective schools. Chief Educational Officer Angela Finley, who told GBN that she was unavailable for a recorded interview at the time, explained that education officers are presently placing the top 200 students in their respective schools, after which the remaining students will be placed. She said, and I quote, "This process will take some time as students are placed based on location, religion, and choices," unquote. Finley says she understands the teachers' and the parents' enthusiasm to hear the results. However, she asks that some level of patience be exercised as the process needs to be completed before the results become available to the public. A fixed date was not given for the release of the 2022 CPEA results. A resolution was reached between GRENLEC and the Technical and Allied Workers Union. Krista John tells us more in this report.
This is now smooth sailing. We are into calm waters. There is no more any wave, totally smooth waters. And we look forward to that relationship going forward.
That was President General of the Technical and Allied Workers Union, Andrew Lewis, after reaching an amicable agreement with the Grenada Electricity Company Limited, GRENLEC, Thursday night. Workers from the country's lone electricity company began protest action 1 month ago on May 16th due to the company's failure to pay salary increases for at least 5 years. Following a string of meetings that proved futile, an agreement was finally signed before Labour Commissioner Cyrus Griffith.
As we know, the actions that were taken has brought us to this place. We have a signed agreement, and a signed agreement is a reflection of the meeting of the minds of the parties. We have given our words and have kept our words that on the signing of the collective agreement, the work would resume, and we have demonstrated this by having a number of the workers who are expected to report to work tonight will report so that the public can be assured of a resumption of the high quality of service and dependability from our members.
Lewis highlighted some of the areas this agreement covers.
We had resolved the issue of salary increases. We had resolved that issue. Some of the other issues that we have resolved is what we call fringe. We call fringe benefits, allowances. We had other branch travel, crew leader allowances. We had things like shift premium, performance-related incentives, overtime, transport allowance, leave entitlement and conditions. As the Labour Commission had indicated, from January 1st, 2018 to December 31st, 2023. Yes.
Chairman on the board of directors for GRENLEC, Sean Charles, says he is happy an agreement has been reached.
I think both parties, although negotiations are always tumultuous and sometimes a lot of seesaw, a lot of ride, but I think Senator Lewis and his team can feel proud of themselves that they would have made significant strides and in what would have been settled upon. I just want to implore on us and that we, in going forward, we do our best to adhere to the principles of the agreements that we do sign.
Labour Commissioner Cyrus Griffith agrees that it has been a long process of discussions before this resolution was reached. President General Lewis gave his union's commitment to continue to support workers. He noted that the discussions were conducted in a peaceful manner. Christina John, GBN News.
While many Grenadians are clear in their mind as to which party will receive their X on Monday for police officers and next Thursday, others have made a different decision, that is not to vote at all. Several individuals wonder whether their vote makes any difference. Political experts say absolutely.
For some eligible voters, it isn't a matter of which party to vote for, but instead, whether to vote at all. Disillusionment with the democratic process has left some feeling as though their vote makes very little difference to how the country is run or to their daily lives.
Yeah. Do not ignore those people who simply feel that voting is nothing. What does that have to do with me? Sometimes I marvel when I speak to people, and my own students in political science at St. George's University will say, well, I don't need to vote because my vote can't change anything. You would be amazed.
Professor of Social Science at the St. George's University, Dr. Damian Greaves, says voters who are feeling disillusioned must remember the many sacrifices our forefathers made to even make it possible for us to walk into a polling station to cast a vote on June 23rd.
And the fact is, we have to find a way to make people understand and appreciate what obtained for us to be in a position now to have the facility to vote for a government of our choice. We could not do that many centuries ago. Many years ago, we could not do that. And we struggled, and there was bloodletting, and there was bloodshedding, and there was strikes and demonstrations. A lot of things took place in order for us to reach this position where we have the comfort and the wherewithal to elect a government of our choice country.
He says the education system is responsible for teaching its citizens the importance of the democratic process. But more importantly, the political parties themselves should take responsibility for educating their followers and not just encouraging blind voting.
If people could only understand and appreciate by being educated. And who has to do the educating? Not just the education system, but political parties. I keep saying it is the bounden duty of political parties to teach their bases what this thing all involves. It is not just a situation that after five year cycle, you ask people to vote, but you do not teach them the intricacies of the process. Because
Dr. Greaves stressed that everyone's vote counts. The polling booths make everyone equal, therefore everyone's voice should be heard. Every eligible registered Grenadian is encouraged to go to the polls on Monday for police officers and next Thursday for the rest of the voting population. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
NDC's political leader picks apart a sewer issue after house flooded with raw sewer. Stay with us.
Pfizer celebrates 75 years of transforming lives with its celebratory suite of loan products. Own your own vehicle, education, land, or home, and anchor your roots. Start living the life you deserve by applying for an Own Your Own loan at reduced interest rates. Simplify your life and consolidate all your debts by applying for a Simplify loan and open doors to new beginnings and explore more opportunities to shape your future. Call or send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987 or email us at loans@arisecu.com today to continue your journey towards financial freedom. Terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union, celebrating 75 years of transforming lives.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pocket every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
They are the few, the strong, the elite. Grenada, get ready as our sporting gladiators go for gold and glory at the World Championships. Follow every throw, stride and jump from July 15th to the 24th. Capture the action daily on GBN television. It's the World Championships. The dream continues.
James is going to win it.
Sisters and brothers, I ask you to hear me just on this point. Examine the team of the National Democratic Congress. You just examine them. Compare them one by one. And what you see is an experienced group of people ready to take this country forward.
I'm Deacon Mitchell, and I endorse this message.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
My name is Evan Monroe. I'm 23 years. I live in Marion St. George. I'm a poultry farmer. I heard about the Small Business Development Fund through a friend, so I went in and get signed up. So I get the funds to start one of my dream projects. And without the Small Business Fund, it would not be possible due to my age at this time. And I would like to thank the government of Grenada through the Small Business Development Fund for assisting me and making the project possible. I'd advise and give anybody encouragement who want to start a small business to go to the Small Business Development Fund for assistance. And I hope in the near future that I would be able to get more assistance to further the business and make it grow to an international level.
Sunday, 3rd July, Megafirst Promotions presents another Mega Bingo! From 5 p.m. at the National Stadium, you can win a whopping $100,000 in cash!
This is the money shot.
$100,000 in cash to be won. We play 16 games at $5,000 each and 2 games at $10,000 each. Tickets cost only $50. DJ Chemist and Heavy D will have the place rocking. Sponsors Carib, Glenegg, Goodfell.com, and Waggity Rentals and Sound Company. Sunday, 3rd July, 5 p.m. Big Bucks Mega Bingo.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. Leader of the National Democratic Congress, Dickon Mitchell, is promising to make small communities more habitable for residents following a sewage incident in a housing settlement. We get more in this report.
The unresolved issue of leaking raw sewage in the Lacolum housing settlement is again the topic of discussion after a house flooded with sewage after heavy rainfall. Political leader of the National Democratic Congress, Dickon Mitchell, addressed the issue that continues to plague residents during a town hall meeting in St. George Wednesday night.
The low-income housing project was gifted to the people of Grenada by the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. It is only homes. There are no community amenities in that village. And so the residents, for example, have been living with a situation where raw sewage has been flowing into the drains and the streets and into the rivers, the river that eventually runs through that neighborhood. Today, it's rained heavily. And at least one resident's house was completely flooded with raw sewage going through her entire home.
He said this is what happens when homes are constructed without supporting infrastructure and amenities for the communities created.
Create communities for residents. A community is not just the houses. You cannot build a community without providing the necessary supporting infrastructure and community amenities that we need. So under an NDC administration, we will ensure that our housing programs also include the necessary support amenities, as I've said, like our community centers, like our playgrounds and playpens for particularly our children.
GBN understands that NNP's caretaker Oliver Joseph recruited a team to assist the homeowner. When contacted for a response, Joseph said the issue was resolved and there's nothing else to say. This issue was brought to the attention of Health Minister Nicholas Steele 3 months ago, at which time he promised to look into it.
I have not received any information, but I will most definitely follow up, because always where there's smoke, there's possibly fire. So I will reach out to my colleague minister in housing and also to our environmental health division and NAWASA for us to get on top of the situation. But no, I am not aware of any issue with Lacolum, but we will follow up.
The National Water and Sewage Authority, NAWASA, was also contacted about the situation.
So NAWASA is not responsible for the management, neither the operations of the Lacolum sewerage system. It is the responsibility of the Housing Authority of Grenada. The team responded actually that same day at 6:50 in the afternoon and discovered that there was a blockage. There were 2 intermediary holding chambers for sewer collection that flow via gravity into a main sewer chamber, and one of that chamber is at a higher elevation than the other. We discovered that both holding chambers were fully clogged, thereby preventing further flow into the main tank. Decision to declog both chambers, thereby allowing flow into the main tank. Our team also unearthed the inaccessible chamber and observed that both chambers required desilting and also cleaning and sanitization.
Selena John, GBN News.
The Grenada National Cybersecurity Incident Response Team is encouraging all users of the Microsoft Windows operating system to update their computers to reduce their vulnerability to a recent cybersecurity threat that has the potential to gain access and take control of victims' computers. Rena Pear Thomas reports.
Users of the Microsoft Windows operating system are encouraged to update their computers with the updated software released by Microsoft on Tuesday to better secure their devices. The Grenada National Cybersecurity Incident Response Team says the new update addresses the present gap in the Windows operating system that provides a gateway for hackers to take control of people's devices. IT officer in the Ministry of ICT and a member of the Grenada National Cybersecurity Incident Response Team, Javis Dabrio, explains.
So somebody send you that mail, you have to believe it is authentic. You open it, you download the attachment. Just as frightening is the fact that, in some cases you do not need to open the file. You just need to download it. And based on how your machine is configured, that bad actor, that hacker, can gain control of the. It was only on Tuesday, that is this Tuesday, that Microsoft released an official patch, an official update that fixes that problem. And so the recommendation from the CISA, the Cybersecurity Incident Response Team, is for all users of the Windows operating system, whether you're on Windows 10, 11, even Windows Server, some of the servers are affected as well, to apply the update.
As a general rule, software updates should be installed as they come available to computer users. This includes system and application updates for mobile and internet devices. In addition to providing new features or improvement to existing features, software updates often addresses security flaws and remove software bugs. Dabio outlined how people can update their computers.
The update we're speaking of is an update that comes through Microsoft to fix it. So if you click on Start and you type in Windows Update, then it takes you to that section in the operating system. Once you have an internet connection, that is going to get the update from them.
Individuals whose computer has already been compromised will still need the update, but their devices will still need to be looked at by an IT specialist. The IT officer spoke of what one should look for to identify if their devices is hacked.
Your computer is busier than it normally is. You have things open. People are saying they receive mails from you that you did not send. Files are not where they were, or files are missing. Programs you did not open. When you check, especially with the newer versions of Windows, you see that they are running. There are general little things that you could monitor for, especially if you do not have some solid software protecting you. But
for GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
NDC's Andy Williams and GULP's Jeffrey Prudhomme pledged their commitment to saving the Camahan Park. Tonight, we share various perspectives on this matter in our Social Buzz report.
GBN Social Buzz is reaching beyond the local platform to share with you what's trending on social media. We browse the World Wide Web and bring to you the topics inciting the most reaction and debate among users. In a recent GBN report, nominated candidates had a challenge placed before them: sign the Save Camahan Park resolution. This invitation was extended to the New National Party, the National Democratic Congress, Grenada Renaissance Party, Grenada United Labour Party, the Independent Freedom Party, and independent candidate Mr. Winston Frederick. However, Andy Williams, representing the NDC, and Jeffrey Prudhomme from the GULP were the ones who pledged their commitment to saving the park.
Based on what we saw here today, there is no doubt in my mind which are the safer hands for Camahan Park. And we can only hope that we have a government that will be safe for Camahan Park.
Viewers took to the comments section to share their opinions on the latest development. The following views are of members of the public and not necessarily of the GBN. Dexter said, "My Grenadian people, please support people that will protect our national treasures and vote for a party that will support that." Anne-Marie added, "At least that park should be left for the citizens of the country." Leroy said, "Solidarity, saving Heritage Park." Melvin chimed in, "If they sold it or leased it, whoever signed or agreed with it well, it's their loss because the government is the people and we say it's not for sale. Landon said, when last the park got a good cleanup from all you these haters. Glenda added, it's a beauty to see the young and old just relaxing on the benches. Children, birthday parties and school outings. Students studying, people exercising and heading for the beach. That's what we call selling our birthright. I am in solidarity. That's what's buzzing tonight. We encourage you, our viewers and listeners, to submit your think pieces on trending topics locally, regionally, and internationally via our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
Phase 1 of the Dragon Bay project complete. The details to this and more when we return.
Is back! And Grenada Distillers Limited wants you to win big with its bottleneck promotion. With every purchase of pure white or special dark, you are automatically entered for a chance to win. Win tickets to Soca Mona. Win free costumes. Win bottles of Clark Scott Rum. Grenada's #1. Win cold hard cash and more. Simply write your name, address, and contact details at the back of this bottleneck and insert in the boxes at participating outlets and the Clark Scott sales van. Win big for Spice Mass with Clark Scott, Grenada's #1 rum.
Here is a little known fact. There is only one place in Grenada that you can get an MRI scan done. That place is Spice Imaging Center. Yes, Grenada, that's the truth. Other centers could offer you other scans, but Spice Imaging provides an authentic MRI scan. Here's another little known fact. Spice Imaging has 3 centers. We operate at Grenville, the Carnage, and at the Ocean House, Grandlands. We provide the widest range of laboratory tests and services. CT scans, x-rays, mammograms, ultrasounds, and a host of other services. We are fully staffed by a team of family doctors and specialists. Call us today at 444-7679 or 406-1500 or visit any of our 3 locations. Spice Imaging, from seeing the doctor to getting lab tests, scans, and pharmacy services. We are here to take care of you.
Get your game on all month long at Course. Stream your favorite game or movies on a new tablet. Relax on a new recliner with your snack fresh out of your brand new fridge. Keep your heart and health in check with a home gym set and Wi-Fi compatible smart products and much more. Shop today with no cash and get instant credit. Get your game on. Course, bringing value home. Conditions apply.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
If there was ever a time to keep and stay healthy, it's now. We at Hills and Valley are here to help you take deliberate steps to maintain your health. We stayed true to maintaining the most comprehensive rates while stocking the widest range of medicines and health devices, including personal protective equipment. There are so many benefits shopping with us. You get great savings through discounts for senior citizens and reward cards for loyal customers. Ask about owning yours today. Visit us at Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George, Jubilee Street opposite the Grenville Bus Terminal, and at Hillsborough, Carriacou. Our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street also stocks the widest range of pharmaceuticals. We are with you on the hills and in the valleys. We are Hills and Valley Pharmacy.
The following is a paid political announcement. The views expressed are of the client and not the Grenada Broadcasting Network.
Who shall live and who shall die is what NNP has. Our culture is what Renaissance has. Nevertheless, the remnant of Renaissance shall work in Parliament to resuscitate the economy. The plans of NNP and NDC to pay the pension will bring the greatest hardship on the island. No quarantine, and the build-up of COVID-19 is a deep joy of the NNP government.
The preceding was a paid political announcement. The views expressed are of the client and not the Grenada Broadcasting Network.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Thanks for staying with us. The first phase of the Dragon Bay Development Project is complete and handed over to the government of Grenada, while the second phase is already in motion. Rena Peth Thomas has the latest.
Phase 1 of the Dragon Bay Development Project has been completed and handed over to the government of Grenada. The project is a collaboration between the People's Republic of China and the government of Grenada and entails the construction of toilet facilities and vending booths. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell says the development will preserve the rich history of the area and commended the Busheju Environment Development Association and the Chinese government for their role in ensuring the project is a reality.
Ambassador, what you are doing and the commitment that you have given for this project means a lot to us in this community, and we'll be eternally grateful for the efforts. But we have made it very clear to the ambassador, what you're not able to do, we will do it. Our cabinet has already taken that decision to support my effort in that legacy project of the Dragon Bay issue, which has, as you know, historical significance.
The Dragon Bay project, which is in the constituency of Prime Minister Mitchell, focuses on building resilience and development. Dr. Mitchell spoke of the impact he would like the project to have on people upon completion.
We want us to see this space as part of us, so that what we do here must show a sense of discipline. When people come here, they must feel respect. They must feel a sense that people want us to be here. You know, and I think everyone will gain from it. So I've constantly told my young brothers, the shacks are not what you want. You're not going to benefit from this. You could be more than both, and everyone will have a livelihood, but you have to keep it at a certain standard.
Chinese ambassador to Grenada, His Excellency Wei Hung Tian, reassures Grenada that the People's Republic of China remains committed to supporting the country's economic development.
Apart from the projects funded by the government of the People's Republic of China, the big project with the grant from China, the Chinese embassy in Grenada is also providing funds, assistance, support to fund or to implement community-based small projects like this one. So we are very proud to be part of these efforts, to support the development of this area.
Phase 2 of the project, which is ongoing, includes the construction of an access road, bridge and jetty. For GBN News, I am Rena Peth Thomas reporting.
Tonight's ISA submission encapsulates the career aspirations of some little ones. Let's take a peek through our lens for more.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISA is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Serving in the line of duty in tonight's ISA are 2 police officers of the Florida Government School. Twin Sergeant Brandon and Briorio McKenzie are dressed in their police uniforms for their Career Day. Career Day gives students an up-close look at different career paths and connects their learning to the real world. Community members and leaders come into the classroom to share insights about their careers and details about necessary education and training for career success. Meanwhile, the students get the opportunity to listen to presenters, ask questions, and consider what careers pique their interest. We encourage you to send your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
When we come back, we bring to you the latest in sports and an update on global happenings. But first, we take a look at the weather forecast for tonight and the upcoming days. Stay with us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Please be advised that our office has been relocated to Steele's Commercial Complex, Grandance St. George. We at CGI, Consumers Guarantee Insurance Company Limited, look forward to serving you at our new location. Call us on telephone number 440-0217 or visit our website www.insurecgi.com.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
Tonight's weather, mostly fair, windy, and hazy. Tonight's temperature, 24.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east to northeasterly to easterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open water. Tide Highs will be high at 6:15 p.m. and low at 11:45 p.m. Moving now to Saturday, where the weather is expected to be mostly fair, windy, and hazy. Seas slight to moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open water. Tides will be high at 6 a.m. and low at 12:30 p.m. On Sunday, the weather is expected to be mostly fair, windy, and hazy, becoming partly cloudy at times. Seas slight to moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open water. And finally, on Monday, the weather is expected to be mostly fair, windy, and hazy, becoming partly cloudy overnight with light to moderate showers. Seas slight to moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open water. And that's the weather forecast for tonight and the upcoming days. Welcome to our sports roundup. Grenada's Kirani James registered another victory under his belt in the lead up to the World Championship next month. A time of 44.78 seconds was recorded as Kirani won on Thursday at the Bislett Games 2022 Oslo Diamond League in Norway. Trailing closely behind were Isaac Makwala and Christian Taylor of Jamaica. Here is a recap of the race.
James away steadily. He's already pulled away a little bit from Christopher Taylor in the yellow centre of picture in lane 4. Quick start there from Nene in lane 3 in the blue, just left to centre of your picture. But James, with that forward-leaning style of his, there he is, third to left, just striding through 200 calmly. He's got a massive stride. He's got huge feet. It accentuates the length of that stride. Leads at the moment. Still going very well in 4 is Christopher Taylor, the Jamaican. The Tokyo 6th place. Also going well in 3 is Nene, the South African, having a fabulous run. And James hasn't got this wrapped up yet. They're coming back at him. Makwala needed form and is finding it there. Second to left in 7. But James, as ever, over the last 50, stronger than all of them. Pulls another 3 metres out of them. And 44.77 on this wet track. And with rather cool conditions now, it's certainly not 23 degrees like we said earlier on in the programme. It's probably about 20.
Well, Grenadian swimmers have a packed summer ahead, which begins with the FINA World Swimming Championship in Hungary. Genevieve Benoit and Tilly Collymore have journeyed to Budapest to represent Grenada, and prior to their departure had highlighted their expectations during an interview with GBN.
According to Gabriel, our expectation is always to go out there and represent Grenada to the best of our ability. So that's number one, and definitely to compete, represent properly and proudly.
I'm not expecting to medal. Not at the moment. I'm only 14 and it's an open age group. It's basically like a step down from the Olympics. So I'm not expecting to medal. I am expecting to do best times, however, and just try my best and have fun.
Genevieve and Tilly are also scheduled to participate in the first Caribbean Games in Guadeloupe from June 29th to July 3rd. Collymore has an even more packed summer as she is also scheduled to compete in the CC Can Games July 10th to 18th, among other events.
I think it will be a little bit difficult moving from FINA Worlds to Caribbean Games because I'm switching time zones, but I don't think it will affect my swimming if I get enough sleep. And no, I don't think it should be a problem for me.
Meanwhile, Gabrielle Hyacinth is also preparing for the first Caribbean Games in Guadeloupe, followed by the Bahamas Nationals. Gabrielle, who is currently based in the United States, says she is scheduled to participate in the 100-meter fly, 50-meter, 200-meter, and 400-meter freestyle events.
My expectations, as always, are just to represent Grenada to the best of my ability, to help my teammates as much as possible and really just make my country proud.
is heading into the first Caribbean Games with the advantage of practicing in a proper swimming facility.
There are a lot of benefits to training up here. We have a gym on site, so after practices, I go to gym, and it's really nice training in a proper facility because you have enough lanes to train in and to get the best possible results during your practice, which is really nice.
She says she is confident that improved performances will be witnessed due to the benefits of her current training environment. Finally, in cricket, West Indies produced a stellar exhibition of seam bowling to dismiss Bangladesh cheaply and then made a purposeful reply with the bat as they dominated the opening day on Thursday. Taking advantage of a helpful surface after choosing to bowl first, West Indies sent the visitors tumbling for 100 out 40 minutes after lunch before building a response of 95 for 2 at the close.
Knocked him over. There's no stopping Kemar Roach at this venue. He's the leading wicket taker, and he confirms his position at the top. Third wicket again, probing outside the off stump.
Day 2 saw skipper Craig Brathwaite miss out on a century, reaching 94 runs in a fourth wicket partnership with Jermaine Blackwood. After 95 overs, West Indies were 210 for 4. That's our sporting highlights for now. Next, we update you on global matters. Let's probe around the globe. Authorities are continuing the search for a nuclear gauge which disappeared without a trace at a road construction site in April 2022. The details in this HTS News report.
On April 22nd this year, the St. Lucia Bureau of Standards issued a notice of a missing nuclear density gauge. 6 weeks and counting, and the device is yet to be returned to the safety of its owner, placing those in its proximity to elevated risks of a range of cancers and other ailments. The director of the Bureau of Standards, Vern Emanuel, on Wednesday confirmed that the nuclear density gauge is still out there somewhere.
We have not received any further information or updates on the missing nuclear gauge. We continue to solicit information from the public and anyone who may have seen or be in contact with any information that may lead to the recovery of this unit. It is an item which, if misused, is very dangerous to anyone who is not trained. We are very concerned that it may be in areas near persons who are unaware of the risk that it poses to them.
While While the Caribbean Public Health Agency has confirmed that there are no reported cases of the monkeypox virus in the Caribbean region, it has urged member states to be on high alert for possible importation of cases so they can initiate a quick public health response. In addition, local health authorities say they have increased surveillance among public health practitioners. Still, screening measures for visitors traveling to Guyana from countries where the virus has been identified have not been implemented yet. HGP-TV has more.
Countries around the world, in response to the health threat, have implemented screening measures at international airports with focus on travelers from high-risk countries in Central Africa and Europe that have reported several cases of monkeypox. Closer to home, the Caribbean Public Health Agency's recent caution to member states to be on high alert came after a suspected case of the virus was identified in the Bahamas. However, the agency has since verified that no monkeypox cases have been reported and confirmed positive. In the local context, health authorities have indicated that health practitioners have been equipped with the knowledge to identify symptoms associated with monkeypox and the reporting protocols. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Narain Singh recently told Nightly News that local laboratories are not appropriately equipped to test for the virus. As such, the Ministry of Health has been working to build a testing capacity.
Presently, we have one of our staff who's been trained in Jamaica to do the PCR testing for the monkeypox. Should it come or should it arrive in Guyana? But presently, we don't have that testing capacity in Guyana. So.
Brazilian police have found human remains in their search for missing British journalist Dom Phillips and a Brazilian indigenous expert after a suspect confessed to killing them in the Amazon rainforest and took investigators to where the bodies were buried.
It took Brazil's police 10 days to find the place where indigenous expert Bruno Pereira and British journalist Don Phillips were allegedly buried. Policemen said Amarildo da Costa, a local fisherman, confessed to the killing and led them to the burial site, more than 3 kilometers into the Amazon jungle.
This is where the crime happened, where we found the bodies buried.
Human remains found there will be compared to DNA samples obtained from the families of Pereira and Phillips. The journalist's wife, Alessandra Sampaio, has issued a statement saying that the family can now find closure. But she also says this should be the first step of a broader investigation into crimes committed in the Amazon. Pereira and Phillips were allegedly ambushed on their way back from the Javari Valley, an area twice the size of Japan and home to the world's largest number of uncontacted indigenous tribes.
That concludes tonight's probe. Our recap is next. NDC's political leader picks apart a sewer issue after house flooded with raw sewer. Eager parents told to have a little patience as officials process the 2022 CPAA results. Grand Lake and Tahu sign agreement after 1 month of industrial action. Regionally, authorities in St. Lucia continuing search for missing nuclear gauge. And Brazilian police find human remains in search for missing British journalist and Brazilian indigenous expert. In sports, the Kirani James continues his winning momentum towards the World Championships in July. Those were some of the major developments. For more on the country's current affairs, visit Grenada Broadcasting Network on Facebook and YouTube. You can also visit our website at gbn.gd and be sure to subscribe to our GBN Production YouTube channel to keep abreast of our live programs. On behalf of Team GBN, I am Krista Campbell wishing you a wonderful weekend.